Hello everyone. Today we will continue chapter number 7. Can you see the pattern? In previous class, we have discussed about number patterns, picture patterns, Fibonacci series and palindrome numbers. Let's start with magic square. Magic squares are square grids with a spatial arrangement of numbers in them. These numbers are spatial because each row, column, diagonals add up to the same numbers. Like the sum of each row, each column and each diagonal will be same. Okay. So let me explain you this with the help of example. Fill the given square by using numbers from 1 to 9. I have to fill numbers from 1 to 9 in this square grid, and total of each line, that means total of each row, each column and each diagonal is 15. Okay. So first what I am going to do, I am just telling you trick how you are going to fill this magic square. So first you will write the numbers which I have to fill in the square box. Okay, so I'll just write 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, I'll write the numbers in increasing order. So what is the number which is in the middle of these numbers, or I can say in between of these numbers? Yes, it is 5, because on the left hand side of 5 there are 4 numbers and on the right hand side of 5 there are 4 numbers. So 5 is the number which is in the middle of these numbers. So what I am going to do, first I am going to fill 5. Okay, I am going to fill 5 in the magic square and it should be in the center, as you can see. Then this trick to fill other numbers. And what is the trick? The two numbers that are opposite to each other across the center which are opposite to each other will add up to same number. Okay, how? Like if I am having 5, I will just multiply the number which is in middle and just multiply that number with 2. This is trick, rule 2 you can say. So I am just multiply 5 with 2 and I'll get the 10 as sum. So when I am going to write any number just above the center, just side to the center, then opposite number should give me, these two numbers will give me the sum as 10. For example, if I am writing 8, okay, so opposite of 8 should be 2 because my sum should be 10. So I am going to write 2. Okay, so when I add 8, 2 and 5 diagonally, I'll have 15. Okay, then what I am going to do after that, I'll just write, what should I write? What should suppose I am writing 6. Okay, so because I have to fill number from 1 to 9, so I am just writing 6. Okay, when I write 6, opposite number should be 4 because sum should be 10. Okay, I have given you rule, the two numbers that are opposite to each other across the center number will add up to the same number, and that same number is 10. So 6 plus 4 is 10 and 6 should be there and 4 is written in the opposite of 6. Okay, I have 6 and 4. Then you can see 8 is already written there. So when I add 8 and 4 and I'll subtract 12 from 15, my answer is 3. So I can fill 3. Okay, then to find out number in third column, what I am going to do, I am just going to add 6 and 2 and I'll get the number. Okay, or what I can do, I can subtract the numbers, like I can add 8 and 6 and answer is 14. I can subtract 14 from 15, I'll get 1. And similarly I can find the others number also. If I know two numbers in a row, in a column, in a diagonal, I can find third number by subtracting the sum from 15. Why 15? Because total of each line should be 15. Okay. Next topic is magic hexagon. So what is magic hexagon? Each side has two circles and one box. As you can see on my screen, each side has two circles and one box. You get the number in each box by multiplying the numbers in the circles. Okay. If you want to find out the answer in the box, then you have to multiply the circles, the two circles next to it. Okay. Now, as you can see, I have to find out the number in between 11 and 9. So what I am going to do, 11 and 9 are written in circle and I want to find out the number in the box. So what I am going to do, I will multiply 11 and 9 and my answer is 99. So I am going to fill 99 in box. Okay, then in the next one, 11 and 6 are given me, which is inside the circles. Now what I need to find out? We need to find out the number in the center of 11 and 6. So I am going to multiply 11 and 6 and my answer is 66. So I am going to fill 66 in box. Then I am having 17 in and 6 in circles. So 17 multiplied 6 is 102. Now you all know the rule. Rule is to multiply the numbers in the circles to find out the number which is in the box. And that is should be on a same side. Okay. Now 17 multiplied 7 will give me 119 and I am going to fill this 119 in box. Then as you can see in the right side of the hexagon, in the top right hand side of the hexagon, 9 in the circle is given to me and 108 in the box is given to me. Another number which should be in a circle is not given to me. So I need to find out that number. So what I am going to do, as I know when I multiply the numbers in the circles, I'll get the number in the box. So I have already number inside the box. So I'm going to divide this number by 9 to get the another number which should be in the pink circle. Okay. So I'm going to divide 108 with 9 so that I'll get the answer. And my answer is 12. Okay. Then I have 12 in pink circle and 7 in blue circle. So I'm going to multiply 12 and 7 so that I'll get the answer in orange box. Okay. Which is in between the 12 and 7. So 12 multiplied 7 is 84. So I'm going to write 84 in box. Is that clear to everyone? Okay, this is how we are going to fill magic hexagon. Okay, so you have to remember the rule is to multiply the numbers in the circles so that I'll get the number in the box in same side. Okay, this is in one side. In one side I am having the two circles at the corner and one box at the center. Okay. Moving forward to another topic, number tower. Numbers can be arranged as a tower. We start from bottom and get number pattern. As I have written 7, 9, 10 and 15 in the bottom level of the number tower. Then what I am going to do, I'll just add 7 and 9 and write the sum just above 7 and 9. Okay. The total is 16. Then I am going to add 9 and 10 and I am going to write 19 just above 9 and 10. Then I am going to write the sum of 10 and 15 just above it, and that is 25. This is my first level, okay, where I have written 16, 19 and 25. Then I'm going to add 16 and 19 and I'll write 35 just above 16 and 19. Then I'm going to add 19 and 25 and the answer is 44, which I am going to write on second level. Okay, on the ground level I am having 7, 9, 10 and 15. On the first level I am having 16, 19, 25. In the second level I am having 35 and 44. Then I am going to add 35 and 44 and the sum of 35 and 44 is 79, which I am going to write just above 35 and 44, which is at the top level of the number tower. This is how we are going to make number pattern by using number tower. Now I am going to teach you magic calendar. Okay, so I am having 2020 July calendar with me and I just mark a pink border on numbers 6, 7, 8, 13, 14, 15, 20, 21, 22. I just make a box here and you need to find out the sum of the numbers in pink box. Okay, so for this I will teach you one trick how you can find out the sum without adding all these numbers. So what is the number given to me in the center of the pink box? Yes, number is 14. So I am going to multiply 14 with 9. Okay, why 9? Because 9 numbers are there. So I am going to multiply 14 with 9 and my answer is 126. So this is the sum of the numbers given in pink box. If you want to verify your answer, you can add all these numbers. You can add 6, 7, 8, 13, 14, 15, 20, 21 and 22 and you will get the same answer as I am getting right now by just multiplying 14 with 9. Okay, so this is magical because you don't need to add all these numbers. You can find out the sum by just doing a small magic. Okay. Now we are going to learn one more interesting topic that will make you fall in love with maths. Secret number. Here some clues are given to you. On basis of that you have to find out the exact number. First clue is, in my number both digits are even numbers. So from this I am getting an information that the number is 2-digit number and both digits are even numbers. So digit in ones place can be 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8 and digit in tens place can be 2, 4, 6 and 8. Why 0 is not there in tens place? Because if I am going to write 0 in tens place, it will become 1-digit number. Okay, and I want 2-digit number, so 0 should not be there in tens place digit. Then second clue is, the digit in the tens place is less than the digit in ones place. That means whatever I am going to write in tens place, it should be less than the number I am writing in ones place. So numbers can be 24, 26, 28, 46, 48 and 68. Here the digit in tens place is less than the digit in ones place in all these numbers. Okay, I am not getting exactly one number here, so my third clue is, the sum of the digits is 6. Okay, so I am going to find out the numbers I am getting after the second clue. In which number I am having the sum of digits is 6. Yes, the number is 24. So I can say number is 24 and I am getting the exactly one answer. Okay. This is your homework. Follow instructions written in questions and do according to it. Thank you children and take care.